frutos bons, né? E eu queria saber o que mudou, né? Daqui um tempo para cá.
Bom dia.
Hello, good day.
Primeiramente, eu acho que a gente está tendo um pouco mais de tempo de treinamento.
I feel like, first of all, we're having more time to train.
E o Chris também, ele vem passando vários vídeos, a gente conseguiu ajustar o que a gente estava cometendo alguns erros em termos de marcação.
Chris also was able to show some videos and we were able to adjust and correct some things in the way we were scoring.
Então a gente vem progredindo muito bem defensivamente. Nos últimos 3 jogos a gente tomou apenas um gol. Então
we're advancing a lot, progredindo defensivamente. We're advancing a lot in terms of defense in the last few.
Nos últimos 3 jogos a
in
gente
the
tomou
last
apenas
3
um
games,
gol.
we only had 1 goal.
Yeah. Does it help that the offense is playing so well right now and you're scoring so many goals?
Está ajudando que a ofensiva está jogando de forma agressiva muito boa, que não está ajudando o fato que você não está pegando gols?
Sim, a gente está usando a parte defensiva como um contra-ataque para que a gente possa ter mais oportunidade de fazer gols. Então, tendo uma defesa sólida, é claro que a gente consegue maximizar o nosso poder de ataque.
Você pode repetir, por favor, porque eu não peguei tanto.
Que a gente tendo uma defesa mais sólida, a gente maximiza o nosso ataque.
We're having a more solid defense, and so we're solidifying our offense, our attack.
And then we have a question from Jillian.
Temos uma pergunta da Jillian.
How has your communication been with your backline?
Como tá sendo a sua comunicação com a linha de trás?
Tá sendo muito boa.
It's been really good.
No ano passado eu consegui aprender muito a língua inglesa, então eu consigo falar com elas mais fluentemente.
Yeah, last year I was able to learn some English, so I'm able to communicate with them more fluently.
And then we have a question from Tom.
Temos uma pergunta de Tom.
How does the pressing of your front four make your job easier?
Como é que a nossa linha de ataque facilita o seu trabalho?
A gente está jogando cada vez mais compacto, então
We're playing every time a bit more compact.
Então isso facilita todos os setores.
And that makes all sectors easier.
And then from Thad, what are you focusing on for the last 3 games before the break?
Fad está perguntando em que você vai se focar nos 3 últimos jogos antes das férias.
A gente vai focar em um jogo de cada vez, são 3 jogos muito próximos.
We're going to focus on 1 game at a time because they're very close to each other.
E a gente vai focar para que a gente possa construir uma vitória, depois outra vitória e depois a gente vai ter o break para corrigir os erros que se a gente chegar a cometer.
And then we want to have 1 victory after the next victory, and then the break we'll use that time to correct and recheck if there's any errors that we've committed.
And then what can you expect from Angel City on Wednesday?
O que você pode esperar do jogo de Angel City na quarta-feira?
Elas vão jogar em casa, então acho que elas vão vir bem agressivas, mas a gente também tem um grande plano de jogo.
Yeah, they're going to be playing home. It's going to be a home game for them, so they're going to be very aggressive, but we have a really good game planned for that day.
Okay, and then last one from Thad. This is a fun one. Do you have any World Cup predictions for this summer?
E a outra pergunta do Fad, você tem uma predição para a Copa Mundial nesse verão?
Como uma boa brasileira, né, espero muito que o Brasil vença a Copa do Mundo.
Yeah, as a good Brazilian, I really hope that Brazil gets the World Cup.
We will end on that. Thank you, Lorena.
Ok, vamos acabar com isso.
Yeah, good.
All right, we are back with head coach Chris Armas. Same thing as before. For those on Zoom, please use the raise your hand feature and we will call on you, or you can type your question into the chat. But we will start with you.
First of all, nice little run you guys are on. What's the main thing you're noticing right now from this team that has them playing so well?
Well, yeah, momentum is real in this business. You know, it's that winning is contagious. Sometimes losing is contagious. Team spirit and energy is contagious, and we know that. And you know, we had a good preseason, and a part of that was just coming together. There was some new faces. I was a new coach, and there was a lot of players that kind of had to step up. They weren't the ones normally counted on with so many injuries out. There was national team in January, and so I think that it was a good preseason. We had a lot of details to work through and get through, and then also there was just because of some early results not being there, we really just had to take an honest look and really every day come to work to get better. When you put that in with it, we have some good characters in that locker room, just good people that love the sport, love coming to work every day. So now you have every day a process, every day good people pulling in the same direction, and knowing that the results could come, and you start getting a few. And now I'd say it's a lot of little things. The energy, the quality, the players getting healthy, home games in there, and it's coming together. So it's a lot of little things that contribute, but certainly we're in a good way.
How much does communication play a role in that? Because like you say, when you have people that are out and people in different places and getting to the point to where when you're out there, everyone's kind of communicating and on the same page.
Yeah, communications in our business, again, it's different coaches and leaders might do things a little bit differently, and I'm a communicator. I like to let people know where they stand, the way we coach the details and our style of play. Some of it's on the pitch, some of it's in the video room, sometimes a communication of how this can be better, but doing it in a way that you're building people up, not knocking people down. Communicating with players that are not starting, or maybe starting and then not starting. I think it goes a long way with the buy-in and how people become invested in what you're doing. So to answer how important it is, it's so important for when things are good, for when things are tough, but just to let people know where they stand.
And then we have a question from Tom. How much does rotating your squad give you a game plan advantage against a team that scouts your regular starters?
Listen, I think it makes it tougher if the opposition doesn't know as much about that player if you rotate. But you know, if you have your starters and there's a certain level that, let's say, a Temwa brings or a starter could bring, and so the advantage you get from maybe the coach or team not knowing that next player, is there any change in quality? That's always a question too. So if more so, I think the best thing I could say to that question is we don't think of rotating to gain an advantage from them not knowing about us.
And a question from Jillian. What has been the focus during this short turnaround ahead of Wednesday's match?
Yeah, the main focus has been about recovery. The main focus has been about some of the players that hadn't gotten all the minutes in this last game, getting them the stimulus physically that they need, mentally, emotionally, the whole bit, getting players ready, keeping players going. And then, of course, with less days in between, just prepping for Angel City, understanding our opponent and then how we can attack them.
And then last question from Thad. What do you expect from Angel City on Wednesday?
Well, we played them in preseason, and I think it's I think it's a very good team. I think they're tactically very smart, good coaches there. I think it's a talented roster. So in this league, playing on the road, you can expect already it's a tough game, start to finish. Good players, good coaching. It's just going to be a difficult game. So I'm expecting a tough game with a team that in their locker room, if I'm over there saying, this is a game we can win. We got to win this game, home game. Let's go after KC. So we have to expect a really good version of a really good team.
We will end with that. Thank you, Coach.
Okay, thanks.